Hi, my name is Sonia Banets, and I am Data Manager and Analyst at Scientis. Today, I will be talking about how we can assure high data quality through multiple data source integration, but from data manager perspective. In my talk, I will first draw the evolving landscape of modern clinical trials. I will map the integration of multiple data sources in that landscape by talking about the benefits as well as the risks of data integration. Then, I will show through several case studies how data managers can help with those risks and preserve data quality. Finally, I will conclude by proposing several directions of DM practice evolution in order to follow and support development of data integration in clinical trials. So, modern clinical trials are not interested in whether a drug is efficient or not. They aim towards comprehensive understanding how drug is improving signs and symptoms, how it is affecting participants' lives, and what is their long-term safety. They aim to predict, identify trends, and detect diverse events early. At the same time, modern clinical trials want to do it faster. There is a trend of accelerating trials. Development of effective treatments aims to be quicker to improve healthcare interventions and policies. In order to serve patients better, develop more quickly effective treatments, and gain comprehensive understanding of the effects, more data is collected and its diversity also increases. There is a trend towards decentralized trials, which enable many of the trial activities to be conducted remotely, often from patients' homes, and often using new technologies such as BOID, without the need of in-person visits. Databases are enriched with real-world data, and data is coming from multiple sources. Indeed, studies have shown that in phase 3 clinical trials now collect 3 times more data than a decade ago, and each trial has, on average, 20 endpoints. So we can ask ourselves now, how is these richer and more diverse databases affecting site teams and patients? But in this talk, I will be focusing on how it is affecting data quality. More technology, coupled with more complex study designs, means that greater volumes of data are pouring. Data integration is crucial in aggregating and harmonizing data from multiple sources. It can help on one side with data accuracy by eliminating duplicate records, reducing likelihood of errors due to inconsistent or conflicting information. Data consistency, as it often includes transforming data into standardized format, ensuring consistency in data representation and interpretation. And quality of data, since it allows cross-referencing and validation of data and mitigating of errors or inconsistencies. On the other side, data integration can also help compliance by supporting communication and collaboration, shared access to integrated data records, and reducing manual intervention and multiple data entries. At the same time, these new trials offer a more patient-centric and convenient experience by minimizing the disruption of patients' daily lives, reducing logistical challenges. However, although more data brings more signal, it also brings more noise. And we can have high-quality data integration if, and only if, it is followed by data cleaning. Data cleaning can help with ensuring consistency through error identification, supporting smooth integration, and ensuring data integrity. And now, through several case studies, I will illustrate each of these points and show how data managers can support data integration. The first illustration that comes to mind is the integration of eCOA and eCRF data. This currently happens on a monthly basis. After sending monthly data transfer, a sponsor sends back the reconciliation of eCOA data with eCRF. This is usually done by using Excel spreadsheets. Mismatches that are detected are cases, for instance, in which date of visit does not correspond to date of questionnaire completion, or questionnaire is completed under wrong visit name. These discrepancies are then investigated manually. As you can imagine, there are several shortcomings to this approach. First of all, it takes a lot of time and it is not appropriate for databases that are, as we saw, increasing in size. Also, it is done manually, which means that it is prone to errors. And finally, it is not done in real time, meaning that from the time error is made to the moment it is detected to the moment it is corrected, sometimes weeks can pass, if not months. And there are two possible solutions. One, product solution, meaning that the strategy is incorporated in the product itself. One such solution is automated reconciliation of eCOA and eCRF that can help identifying discrepancies more easily and can save time. However, even though in this case mismatches can be detected much faster, this solution cannot prevent data entry errors from happening. And that is why DM solutions can support product solutions. Indeed, these two types of solutions should be seen as complementary. Since data managers are working with the databases, they can see what are the issues that are being repeated. Based on this, they can propose trainings to sites specifically focusing on the difficulties they are experiencing. These can be organized as ad hoc WebExes or recorded videos. Furthermore, by pinpointing recurrent issues, they are able to recommend targeted enhancements to the data cleaning plan, custom fitted to each individual study. Finally, if data managers see that sites are struggling with certain issues, they can also refine query text to facilitate sites' understanding. As I previously mentioned, integration can include integrating eCOA data coming from different sources. For instance, data can be collected via provision devices, BOID, or web platform. However, although it helps collecting richer data, there are also risks. For instance, in a study, patient can have on-site visits and diaries collected at patient's home. Opening of diaries and their schedule can be triggered by questionnaires completed during the on-site visit. If the data is not synchronized in a timely manner, for instance in case of connectivity issues, diaries can be prevented from opening at the right time and data will not be collected. Another issue could be if diaries get stopped by an on-site visit, but there is a problem with synchronization and patient completes the diary after the visit. Again, there are two mutually compatible solutions. First one is the product solution. There is a platform integrating all data with real-time updates and importantly, audit trail. Data on this platform is accessible to sites and sponsors, and it's understandable given the clear data organization. Also, this platform can provide sets of standardized reports that are available to be downloaded at any time. And platform can perform automatic inconsistency checks, for instance, if diary is completed after the visit or if visit B is completed before visit A, etc. However, again, this automatic support and discrepancy detection does not help understanding why discrepancy happened in the first place. And the value of data manager support here comes from their thorough knowledge of study protocol as well as the use technology. Using the automatic checks, data managers can investigate and understand what happened. Again, this can be followed by proposal for future support to sites. In case of studies that are time-sensitive, data managers can contact sponsors, monitors, and sites to resolve the issue and prevent data loss. Finally, if DM detect that study has a specific risk and that certain aspects need to be carefully monitored, they can propose and design custom reports that will assist in tracking the given data completion. A notable trend in clinical trials is the growing complexity of study designs. For instance, in a given study, there can be different eCOA data that should not be available to all members of the site team and investigators. In other words, study can have blinded and unblinded data. As you can imagine, this poses a major risk to data security and integrity. Product solution for these risks is creating different types of user profiles and limiting the access to the platform to each profile, ensuring that specific data remains blinded for certain users while it is accessible to others. On the other side, data managers have a unique position in these studies, since they can have access to both platforms, blinded and unblinded, making them the silent link. Working on a study with such unique position, they must assure that there is no leak between the two and that there is no unblinding of the patients. Still, sponsors often need to monitor how the blinded assessment is going. So, taking into account study protocol, specificity of blinded, unblinded data, data managers can create reports that correspond to sponsors' needs, but without unblinding the data. Data managers can also adapt communication to site staff and inquiries depending on which part of the study these users have access to. So, to sum up, a balance should be made between collecting more data and assuring data quality. This is done via data integration that is supported by data managers. As we saw, modern clinical trials have more complex designs. They rely on state-of-the-art technology to collect more data and more diverse data. And on top of that, the number of amendments per study is increasing, usually concerning data collection. Consequently, as data is evolving, DM actions must also follow the same direction and pace. Given these characteristics of evolving clinical trials, we believe that there are four main areas of DM scale evolution. First, future DMs need to have a thorough understanding of the technology and solution they are working with. That is, how are different devices communicating? How is data being integrated? Also, they should understand how does their solution look for different users, meaning how does it look for patients, for sites, investigators, sponsors. However, DMs should also be familiar with other solutions on the market and have a continual professional development. Second, as we saw in the examples, statistical informatic literacy is becoming increasingly important, as it is expected of DMs to be proactive in creating solutions, that is, reports, that can help ameliorating data cleaning. The proposal of these solutions should be based on knowledge of study protocol and the use technology. Additionally, some repetitive tasks can be automated in future using ML or AI. While these first two areas were more technical, these last two areas can be categorized more as soft skills. However, the soft skills I will mention are precisely the thing that will make the difference between good and not so good data management. Future DMs should work on developing their communication skills. It is important to understand different users' needs, those of patients, sites, and sponsors. At the same time, it is crucial to be able to explain quickly in a simple way what are the necessary actions to different users. And I have been saying a lot of DMs should this and DMs should that, but DMs should also know when they should intervene and when they should delegate an action, for instance, to help desk or to support team. And the last important aspect is that future DMs should cultivate inventive and proactive spirit. They should be encouraged to use their data cleaning experience and their experience with a given study to propose updates. Of course, having in mind both study protocol and good clinical practice. They should proactively think of and propose solutions to help monitor the risks they identified while working on a study, and they can propose retraining and future support when repetitive discrepancies are identified. Thank you very much for your attention.